Hi everybody, we're just getting kind of set up here. Ooh, it's Friday! Can you feel it? Oh, thank goodness. Thank you so much for being everybody. What, we got a raid going on? We got a raid going on? Is that you, LIVElook Hawaii? Nice, thank you so much. Oh, look at all of the people coming in. I so much appreciate. This is like the coolest. For those of you that are not familiar with raids, that's something that happens over on the other platform. Oh, I'm just losing my mind here as I go. I was just tripping out. Kali'i Martin, thank you so much for being here. Wow, appreciate that. Whoa! Mike Dobbs is on, Los Angeles. Thank you very much. Got about 55 seconds that till we start the show here, but look at all the people here. Mad Statter, thank you so much. Appreciate that. Part of the raid coming in. Awesome. Andy, what's up? Aw, man. Good to have you on, Andy. That's so awesome, Chicken Skin. Nani Aloha. Hi, everybody. Las Vegas is checking in. Twitch, thank you very much. That's the one. That's all Twitch. Hey, wow, a lot of people on YouTube. Look at all the YouTube people. Appreciate that. 17 seconds away. Stand by.
Like lightning in the east, over Hawaii. Shine forth, O King Kalakaua, glowing in your plumage of mamo feathers. Kavika, the greatest of descendants.
Join us for Ho'ola Mau, Monday nights on K5. Stories from celebrated and award-winning kumuhula and dances from their haumana. Share in the healing, the joy, and the mana that is hula. Brought to you by Outrigger Hotels and Resorts. Gather your ohana and join us Monday nights at 8:30 p.m. on K5.
Thank you for watching, being a part with all of us at Ho'ola Mau.
Happy Aloha Friday! Just to let you know, we have no dancers. One dancer is doing the show, moderating for us remotely. Another dancer is taking a, what is it, a personal off day?
No, she'll be here to scold you in a minute.
Oh, really? She'll be here? Oh, okay.
Not physically, but she'll be on.
She'll be on. She'll be scolding me from the comments. Thank you very much. Okay, so happy Aloha Friday, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We're going to go check out the gallery, and boy, do we have a lot of people on. First of all, I want to say hello to LIVElook Hawaii. Thank you so much for the raid. Raid in progress. For those of you that are not familiar with the raid, well, that has to kind of that comes from the Twitch side of things. So if you are on Twitch, then you kind of know. Sometimes they gather up people and they go and they invade somebody's space. But in this case, it's an invasion of friends. So in other words, he's brought a lot of new friends over here today to check out the show. Appreciate that very much. Thank you for being here right here on Billy V Live. So on this Aloha Friday, we're going to tell you about the next artists that are coming up in the Atherton Summer Concert Series. It is virtual. It's on Hawaii Public Radio, and it's coming up tomorrow. Jason Taglianetti gives us a little bit of a preview of that Hawaiian music group. Also, Kavehi is a Hawaii girl who lives in Kansas, who is about to embark on a world tour. She has been making, literally, single-handedly, music that's gone viral. She is starting the tour here at home. Her new music video. Also, we are featuring it as our music video of the week. That's all coming up here on your Aloha Friday on Billy V Live. All right, so that's the show coming up for you here today. Happy Aloha Friday to you. There's a lot of people to say hello to, and especially LIVElook Hawaii, thank you so much. Look at all the people that he's brought in. Selena, thank you so much. How are you? Let's go through some of the people that have come in. Mad Statter, of course. LIVElook Hawaii Lolo crew. Okay, there. Wow. Okay, that's awesome. Andy Bumatai is also here and privileged. Andy, and we get to watch your show when you are on, and I'm really, really glad that you are here. Thank you so much. There's a lot of people that are saying that they are here on the raid, and we so much appreciate you being here. Let me introduce you to some of our people here that you find on the channel always. Laura is here from San Diego. We've got Kathy that's on from Florida.
Hi, Mom.
Keli'i Martin is part of the raid. Thank you very much. Kevin is here. Robert also on the raid. Eva Beach Raynette is always here. Appreciate that. Apple PDR. Apple PDR. What does the PDR stand for? I'm a super Apple fan, if that's what the Apple is for, by the way. Spider, thank you so much for being here. Puppy, how are you? Nice to see you here on the channel. Of course, I saw that, and I know who that is too. Penny J. Smith. Look at all these people that are here. I hope that you're having a great Aloha Friday, wherever you are located in the world. And if you are visiting here on the channel, first time on with the raid, let me know where you are, because that's kind of always a thing. Because a lot of us are outside of Hawaii, you know, what school you went doesn't exactly apply, but where you from always works. Lady Murasaki, thank you so much. Look at that purple. I love. That's awesome. Thank you for being here. Nani Aloha is also here as well. SN from Las Vegas. Appreciate that so much. Daniel, nice to see you here on. And there are so many people here. Keep the comments coming. Canada, near to Niagara Falls. And Brian Tolentino, na Hoku Hanohano Award winner. We are going to talk about him. Not particularly me, although he's been a guest here on the show too. So glad that he is here. Donald Sonoda is one of the best directors, photographers that you will find around, and he is here on the channel. Colleen is stopping by. Look at all the people that are here. And there she is, ladies and gentlemen. Tracy is here on the channel. She has arrived. My dancer that is usually in studio is not here at the moment. Hey, if you're over on the YouTube side, please do me a favor. Make sure that you are subscribing. And if you're on the Facebook side, make sure that you're liking. We appreciate that very, very much. Let's go and, let's go take a look outside. Always here on the show, we try to go ahead and show you what it looks like outside, just because, you know, a lot of people are missing our Hawaii Nei, and we'll talk about, once again, the raid that is on. We appreciate that so much. So many people like Daytona Beach, Florida. Hi, how are you? Thank you so much for being here. Look at, wash hands, wash hands, wash hands. No kidding. That's some good advice there. Rick, appreciate that very, very much. Darlene is here. Look at this. This is wonderful. So let's go ahead. That's the North Shore. Not too many people out there. There are some waves. Just know that there's going to be a swell, an off-season swell. That's kind of coming here, and it's going to be a little bit of a longer one. That should go into next week. On the other hand, I do have to tell you, I was out here. Look at this. Waikiki Beach. Ton of people. I had to cover a news story about the Duke Ocean Fest being canceled. When I got there at 5 o'clock in the morning, there were people already on the beach. I mean, I don't think they went to their hotel rooms. Given it feels comfortable outside, but, you know, it's just like, And then, of course, there's the usual rubbish picked up. So we picked up around us, you know, when we were doing broadcasts. But there are a lot of people. Look at how many people are out there right now. Once again, that is a live picture that is refreshing a little bit. But, that is Waikiki and the North Shore of Oahu here on Billy V Live. All right, here we go. Let's get you some headline news for the entertainment. First of all, there are a couple of things that are happening. My friend Melia Apana reminds me. Oh, that's not Melia. Hi, Lehua. Okay, we'll talk about Lehua first since she's right here. Lehua Kalima, of course, if you were watching last week's show, she lives now in Las Vegas. So for those of you that are in Las Vegas, just know that she's nearby where you are. She got herself this piano. And we were like, wow. Then we found out it was for $450. She got it at an auction, and they delivered it, and she's now got it in her house. And so we kind of joked about it with her, and we said, so I guess you'll be doing some piano playing? I mean, because she is a songwriter, award-winning songwriter, composer. She's written so many hit songs over the years. And she said, actually, she says, yeah, you know what? There's going to be some new compositions. There's going to be some new stuff that's going to be happening. So I went, really? So nice to see this out there. And then, as a matter of fact, she kind of gave us a little bit of a preview here. Take a watch.
Aloha, everybody. Hey, Bill. Thanks for calling me and wanting to know more about this beautiful piano that I just purchased. I totally lucked out. There's this thing here in Vegas called Nelly's Auction, and you can go online and bid on stuff. And there was an estate sale, and this was up, and it was like $400, and I put in a $450 bid, not thinking I was going to get it, and then I got it. Amazing, right? And it's perfect. And yeah, super stoked. So now I have a piano and I can start writing more songs. So I was just practicing some old stuff that I used to play, and thought I'd just do a little bit for you. But mahalo to everybody who wrote also on Facebook and Instagram and congratulated me. I'm super stoked and happy to be looking forward to writing more music. So
that's awesome. That is awesome.
There's a song by an artist called Julie Crochetier, I think. I don't know. It's French. And I used to live this one. And now I have a piano and I can try and kind of sort of play it. So it goes like this. A simple dress is not the best, but it doesn't matter, 'cause I'm a rich girl. I don't have clothes, I'm not a star, but I got it covered. Yeah, I'm a rich girl, and I don't have much, but I still have all your love. And for me, that's enough. See you guys.
Wow. Once again, Lehua Kalima, and she is there on the piano in her hale. Just some of the headlines that we got for you real quickly here. Let's go from Las Vegas over to California real quickly here. And yeah, Cali Root Sessions is coming up over in San Francisco. So some of our Hawaii recording artists are starting to slowly get out there, but things are kind of changing depending on the numbers, the COVID numbers. So everybody's watching that carefully. But right now, scheduled, San Francisco, J-Boog, The Green, Fiji, Maoli, which is like, wow, right there. Look at that lineup there. October 23rd and 24th. That's going to be over there in the great state of California. I Know What You Did Last Summer. They're starting to post pictures. And by the way, they did their filming over here in Hawaii. This horror film is getting ready for release. We'll have more information as we get closer to it. But we're noticing and want to say hello to Real News Hawaii over on the Facebook side, because they are also seeing that and they're also letting us know as well. You should go check out their Facebook page if you like following, when things are going to start filming here and when they actually go out on the big screen. Hi to the group Ekolu. They are always here. Lukela actually pops in on the show quite a bit, and Dar, and we appreciate them over on the island of Maui. Just heads up, I saw this just a little while ago, and so I thought I'd let you know. They're saying another big announcement coming soon. Whenever the promoter's ready to spill the beans, then they'll let us all know. Lukela, on this last Nahoku Hanahana Awards, won for not only solo album, but also group as part of the group Ekolu as well. So we're always watching them carefully. So some good stuff that is coming out in the headlines. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the people that are going to be coming here to the islands and playing music. And actually, before we get to who's coming here to the islands, let's talk about some people who are already here that's going to be on a virtual show coming up tomorrow.
To find a new style, I took to you, always a friend. Oh, what a blessing.
Yay!
Daisy, how you doing?
Jason, thank you for being with us on the show. For those of you that do not know Jason Tuglianetti, he is an award-winning production manager, multimedia production manager over at Hawaii Public Radio. And they've got the Atherton Studio Summer 2021 concert series that's going on. You've got some awesome entertainment. But first of all, kind of update us. Tell us about some of the artists that you've had on the show this summer.
We've had Henry Herbert, who's a boogie-woogie pianist from Austin, Texas, by way of London, England. Really great guy, wonderful player. He kind of carries the torch for the Jerry Lee Lewis style of piano playing. If you're not familiar with boogie-woogie piano, we had Maggie Herron last season. We had the Sounds of Aloha chorus before Henry. We kicked off the season this summer with Jeff Peterson, solo concert, just playing guitar in the room. It was a fantastic show. So, yeah, that's what we've been up to.
Wow. And now coming up, you've got three gentlemen who are very well versed in Hawaiian music. Niue. Tell us about what you got planned.
It's Brian Tolentino, Kama Hopkins, and Hale Haku Seaberry. First of all, three amazing ukulele players in Hawaii. Everyone knows these guys. They've been around for a long time, but Niue is a new group for them. They've been around for maybe a year and a half or so, maybe 2 years. They're fantastic players. Again, they're going to be just playing what they do with the uke, showcasing the ukulele as a vital instrument from Hawaii for Hawaii. But also they're going to be showcasing some of the things that you can do that they don't normally do, traditional Hawaiian stuff, but also non-traditional Hawaiian stuff, contemporary pop, that kind of stuff. And they're going to have a special guest join them so that, they can really showcase what the uke is capable of doing.
Okay, now we've had them on the show, not Niue, but members of them separately. Like we've had Brian Tolentino, we've had Kama Hopkins here on the show. So this is going to be awesome. Kind of give everybody, before we give everybody the details on when to tune in and where to tune in, I want you to take a couple of moments. Tell everybody about Hawaii Public Radio and why it's important. The reason why I give you this opportunity is because Howard Dykes, of course, works with me on Sunrise, but he also works with you, and we're both radio brothers. So tell us a little bit about Hawaii Public Radio.
We're a nonprofit radio station here in Honolulu, based in Honolulu, Hawaii. We serve the entire state with our program stream, 2 program streams. One of those is news and information with some music in the evening and entertainment on the weekends. And then a classical stream, a full 24/7 classical stream as well to the entire state. So it's really our honor and privilege to be sharing that kind of content with Hawaii and bringing national voices, international voices, and local voices, local stories to the people of Hawaii.
Okay, so if somebody wants to tune into the programming, where do they find you on the radio dial?
88.1 FM in Honolulu is the information, news, and music stream. And then 89.3 is KIPO FM, which is the classical music stream. On our website, hawaiipublicradio.org, you can find all the other places you can listen to, like from Kona, from Hilo. The frequencies are a little bit different, but you'll find them. Usually go to the left-hand side of your radio dial, and you'll find us. I
like that you chose Kona first, since I'm from Kona. Thank you very much. Real quickly here, go ahead and tell everybody about where they can catch the Atherton Summer Concert Series.
We're doing those online, virtually, to stay safe, obviously. On our website, hawaiipublicradio.org/events, and the top link will take you right to the information page where you can get the tickets and all that. We're doing it on YouTube, primarily because the quality level is a bit higher than other places. The audio quality is good there as well. So
hopefully we'll get back to the point where you can have a full Atherton studio, but not yet, I guess.
I'm really hoping. There's nothing like being in the same room as the musicians. In our studio, it's a 70-seat studio, basically like a recording studio that we have. And it's just a wonderful place to listen to sound, listen to musicians do what they do best. I say there's nothing like being in the room and hearing the vibrations and hearing it from the instruments themselves without amplification. It's really a treat. So we're hoping to get people back in as soon as it is safe to do so.
All right. And I know that you had 20 concerts to go, all just put in, ready to go just before the pandemic set in, right?
Yeah. Last spring when the pandemic first started, we had 12 concerts lined up, and I had to call every single artist and say, I'm terribly sorry, we're going to have to cancel this. And it really broke my heart, being someone who loves live music, loves music in general, loves performers. It really broke my heart to have to call every single one of them, but I did that and felt that it was important to talk to them personally, and then at the end of it say, okay, but we're going to try and get you guys back in here. And we tried to get everybody back in virtually if we could. So.
All right. So once again, they're going to do that. That's coming up for you. As a matter of fact, as I am looking, our moderators are putting the links so that you can find the concert series and HPR more easily. It's down in the comments. Once again, Jason joining us from Hawaii Public Radio. Sir, happy Aloha Friday to you.
Happy Aloha Friday to you as well.
Hi, Millie.
Kavehi, sister. How are you, and how is Kansas?
Oh, it's hot. It's very, very hot.
Usually I would go, hot is relative, but kind of give everybody an idea. How hot is Kansas? Because we have no idea about the heat that you're facing.
Well, it is 99 degrees right now in Kansas. Wow. So small kind sweating over here.
You have been phenomenal, and you're getting ready to set out on your world tour. Now, everybody got a little chance to see a little bit about you if they're only discovering you for the first time through Billy V Live today. But talk about looping for a couple of moments and where that comes from for you in trying to explain to some of the people who may not realize what looping is.
Well, I don't have a band. It's just little me. So I have to be the band. And that's what looping is basically, is you take a song and you kind of rip it apart, and then you build each part, like the bass part, and then you build the drum part and the background vocals, all until you have yourself a full band. And it's awesome, but it's also hard because you cannot, blame the bass guy because I'm the bass guy or the drummer because I'm the drummer, So yeah, it keeps you on your toes.
Wow, that's amazing. Not only that, but also there's the video aspect to you too, because it's like, when you take boxes off of your head and the video keeps going, and then you realize it's looping, and then you're making a whole song out of that. That's crazy too. Who does the video for you?
My husband, he does all of the videos, helps with production. I mean, we're kind of a two-person team. I'm the face, but he's behind the scenes. He does everything for me.
Nice. Now, this is great for a Kamehameha grad who has gotten off the island. You live now in Kansas. Why Kansas, of all places?
Oh, because I hated the beautiful beaches and the awesome people. And I was like, what I'm going to do is move to a landlocked place with choke white people. No, for real. I mean, I kind of slowly progressed. I moved to California, and then, it was super expensive and didn't really like it there, and ended up in Lawrence, Kansas, just kind of like this, we just bought a studio out there, recording studio, and never looked back.
Well, you've been able to record now. And so what is it like for you? Your videos go viral. People can't wait for more content. Was that always the goal? What were you trying to accomplish?
It wasn't always the goal. I think nowadays, just with artists, it doesn't matter if it's music or, painting or anything. I mean, just with the internet, constant content is it's kind of required. It's a prerequisite if you want to stay alive in the industry. And doing videos, that was our way to stay relevant and just kind of, like creep our way into people's brains. And yeah, I mean, it was just by luck. I think luck and just doing a ton of videos, just doing at least one a week and just trying to stay current. I think that all of those kind of things collided, and we were able to have a viral video, and I'm lucky. I feel lucky because of that, just that one video, now I get to do this for a living. Like, pretty amazing.
Okay, now most of those music videos and music pieces that you were able to construct and do were mostly multi-genre and not from here. Here we are, you've got Hawaii 78. Why the change?
I mean, I just coming home. For one, I've always wanted to remake that song, just kind of reimagine it. I think it's a beautiful song, and it's, you know, I think anyone who's grown up in Hawaii, like, you've heard that song a million times, and, you know, sometimes it's really good, but, you know, I found it really hard to kind of reimagine because, you know, it's just so iconic and so great the way it is. But whenever I approach a song, you know, and I do it as a cover, I mean, my idea is always, well, that person killed it and did it amazing, so you have to come in from a different angle, you know, and do it a little bit differently. And I get off on that. Like, it makes, you know, I get really excited. I love, you know, kind of thinking out of the box. So yeah, that was just kind of why I did that song. It was just something that was in my brain, and I haven't Oli'd in forever, you know, and I was hoping that I still had it, and I think I still got it. So yeah, it was great. It was a great experience making it.
Nice. Were you in Kamehameha schools? Were you in hula? Were you involved in music when you were up at campus up Kapalama?
Yeah, all of the above. I mean, you know, all the Kamehameha kids, like, you're in everything. You know, you're in glee, you're dancing. I mean, I danced since I was, you know, like 3 or 4 years old until I graduated and moved to LA. But yeah, I think all of us, it's kind of a musical school. I feel like, you know, you all know how to, you got to sing in song contests, so you got to know how to sing in Hawaiian, and, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, you're introducing Hawaii 78 to a crowd that has never, unless they're from Hawaii, you know, that hasn't really been exposed to that. What's the reaction been?
It's been kind of interesting, actually. I think the best reaction I've gotten really is just a lot of comments of people, yeah, that have never heard of it, you know, have never heard of or known of Hawaii's history, and, you know, what we've gone through, you know, from infancy to now. I think that was awesome to, you know, kind of educate people and tell people to look it up and you know what happened with Hawaii, because I think, you know, a lot of people, unless you're in the islands, you're not really familiar with the history. And I love that. I love that there were people from all over, from, you know, from just different parts of the countries, different ethnicities, just kind of, you know, saying, oh, wow, like, that's something I didn't know, you know. But yeah, all the Hawaii people, you know, the number one comment is chicken skin, which is like the highest of highest, you know, like, okay, then I did good then, okay.
That's awesome. Hey, coming up, you're going to kick off the world tour here. That's going to be, let's see, Maui at the Playground coming up on the 19th. You're going to be at Blue Note, Hawaii on the 20th. What can people expect when you come out? Because you're actually starting the world tour here, right?
Yep, I'm starting at home, and brah, I am nervous. That is not the best place to start, just because, you know, all of my family and friends are going to be there, and, you know, it's going to be hard. I just want to make sure that, you know, I do my best. But I'm glad that I'm starting off up here. You know, that's going to start the tour off at a higher level, and I think you can expect. I don't know what really is going to be interesting.
Okay. For those of you that are watching right now, just a reminder, our moderators, and I'm starting to see them, they're putting the links down below in the comments to either follow Kavehi or to go ahead and get your tickets for her 2 shows that are going to be here, 2 places, I should say, from at the Playground on Maui and also at Blue Note in Waikiki. And then that's where you can catch Aiea Girl, Kamehameha grad, KS grad, Kavehi, once again, as she kicks off the world tour. If anybody wants to follow you, of course, where can they follow you? What are you most active on?
Mostly on YouTube and Instagram, but all of my handles are I am Kavehi. You can find me there.
Okay. Once again, Kavehi going to be starting the world tour go ahead and catch her here on Hawaii. But you know what? Her song, Hawaii 78, it's our featured music video of the week. So coming up at the end of the show, we will play the full video. You'll see it here on Billy V Live. Mahalo to Kavehi for spending some time with us on this Aloha Friday.
You so much. Tell me what you're thinking. Every little secret. I wanna know you like a second skin.
Wow, and the comments continue to come in for Kavehi here on the show. Keep those comments coming in. We appreciate them very much. And mahalo to Kavehi for being with us. Exciting, she gets to come home, so family and friends who haven't seen her in a little while are going to be going out and checking that out. And once again, as I mentioned, moderators have put the details down in the comments, so you can just click right there and get all the information that you need to know about her shows and about the world tour coming up right here. Let's go ahead and get you some entertainment news. This is all the items that are coming up for this weekend, and let's go ahead and our camera number 2 works today. So yay, it's working! Yay! Look at that, make some noise! Yay! It only took us 3 weeks. All right. There are a couple of things that are on the schedule, so let's get to some of them right now. An art exhibit that's happening over at the Honolulu Museum of Art. Actually, it's already underway today. That goes until 6 p.m. tonight. Cameron Samini, In Stillness is the program, and you can go over to the Honolulu Museum of Art's website. They'll have more information about it for you there. Take me back to Chicago with founder of the group Chicago. Danny Serafian is in town, and that's going to be over at Blue Note Hawaii. They're starting up at 6:30 tonight. Of course, there's only a limited amount of capacity there, but you can go ahead and check them. There's quite a few hits that they have, the Chicago fans know. So if you want to catch that. That is coming up for you tonight. Hawaii Symphony Orchestra is coming up. Let's see here. This is going to be 2 people that are going to be featured, and that is, of course, Maestro Joanne Folletta there on the left-hand side, and over on the right-hand side, that's Lisa Nakamichi, pianist. So if you want to go ahead and check them, that's coming up tomorrow night, live concert for you there. I hear my dog Chewy barking in the background. Let's see, there is, Na Ukulele Ekolu, Nue. They are performing, as we mentioned, HPR Atherton Studio tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Let's get you over to Blue Note Hawaii for Sunday's performances. Let's see, Kalani Pe'a is going to be there. That's going to be starting at 6:30 p.m. You can catch him there. Once again, in from Hilo, Hawaii. And over at Bishop Museum, you'll find the Royal Hawaiian Band. They are playing on Sunday. Oh, there we go, looking at the right camera. Hi. That's going to be at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Those are just some of the events that are going on, but I do have to tell you that we've noticed that if you're going to be going to an event, and even if it's not here, just because this is happening literally all around the world, always make sure that you check first to see if they haven't canceled or postponed. Just because, I mean, this weekend was supposed to be Duke's Ocean Fest over down in Waikiki, and they have postponed that and moved that now to, actually, they've canceled it altogether for this year. So there were a whole bunch of people. There's events that have music, surfing competition for keiki, adults. They have dogs that are in competition, stand-up paddleboard races, all kinds of stuff. But they had to cancel that just because the numbers are so high. So Hawaii Symphony Orchestra is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday over at the Tom Moffat Waikiki Shell. Donald Sonata has that information because he is working there. That's awesome. Let me see. Raynette says hi to Chewy, who was barking there in the background. There are so many people here today. I appreciate all of you coming out and checking out the show. So, while I've got you here, let me tell you real quickly that we do the show, Believe Me Live, and so we can feature our Hawaii recording artists, our actors, our actresses, whether they're home here or around the world, and you know, we're able to talk to them about them on places like Hawaii News Now Sunrise, and then we get to give you just a little bit more here on the show. So whenever you get the chance on Fridays, 3 o'clock Hawaiian Standard Time. We are here with all kinds of great information, and we hope that you enjoy. With that said, that does it pretty much for our show. But don't worry, we do have Kawehi's, that's the music video coming up, because we do our music videos of the week at the end of the show. I do want to send out a special hello to Photo Luke Hawaii, and we appreciate all of the people, all of you that have joined us here on this Aloha Friday. Of course, here we have a really tight-knit ohana. For those of you that are the regular viewers of Billy V Live, thank you for being here every single Friday. It makes us smile. It makes us smile when you put the comments in there. And when you share on the Facebook side, gotta love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. We hope that you are staying safe. Our numbers are kind of astronomical today. Usually we're in usually we were in the 100s. Usually. And then we find ourselves in the last week and a half in the 600 a day range. And then today's numbers are 1,000 plus.
It's the wrong thing to be 10xing.
Yeah, I know. Wrong direction that we're going. So what can you do other than wash your hands? And these are, actually, when we first got on the air, these were things that we were saying from the very, very beginning. The reason why we started the show is because the pandemic had set in, and we were looking for ways to still reach out. Okay, there's one more thing that we didn't get to, and I know what it is now. I knew there was something. There's always something that's tugging at my brain, and I can't remember what it is, and so I do know what it is. So let me give you a real quick view here of the field as it stands right now for University of Hawaii Athletics. And let's go ahead and put this up on the screen. Ta-da! Okay. That is the Clarence T.C. Ching, Athletics Complex. That's what it looks like. This is the look of our producer right now. Thanks. Yeah, sorry. I just thought it. Yeah. I like doing that. But that's just a kind of a look here at what the field looks like. And the reason why I throw Guy under the bus is because he's a big fan of University of Hawaii Athletics, attended the University of Hawaii. And so we're really, really happy to see this coming about. You see on the left-hand side, still yet, construction vehicles. First game is not until September 4th. They're tweaking, they're constructing, they are working hard to get everything ready as we get ready for our first game that will not be played at Aloha Stadium, that will be played on the campus of the University of Hawaii at Manoa. And just to mention, we're also even sooner to the first game for Rainbow Wahine Volleyball. So looking forward to that, and I will, sorry about that, Guy. We will be there for you when that time comes. That's going to do it for the show. Malama pono. Aloha ahui ho. Have a wonderful rest of the weekend. Please stay. That's without alcohol. And we will see you coming up.
Wait, it's Aloha Friday.
I know. And we don't have alcohol in here. We'll see you next week, Friday at 3 p.m. We leave you with the music video, the latest, the newest one from Kawehi. It's called Hawaii 78 on Billy V Live.
Ua hau o li pahala ko ua ue ue no na akua ue no ka lawi ue no ka aina o ko ka ko kupuna kupa a maupe o ka aina Aloha aina o ie, If just for a day our king and queen would visit all these islands and saw everything, how would they feel about the changes of our land? Could you just imagine if they were around and on the sacred grounds. How would they feel about this modern city life? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would stop to realize that our people are in great, great danger now. How would they feel? Could their smiles be content? Then cry. Cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken away. And then yet you'll find Hawaii. Uama Beho ilako eke Iloko kolako Uwe Uaho oli pahalako Uama Ke oka aina Ikapono Could you just imagine if they came back and saw traffic lights and railroad tracks? How would they feel about this modern city life? Tears would come from each other's eyes as they would stop to realize that our land is in great, great danger now. All the fighting that the king had done to conquer all these islands, now there's condominiums. How would he feel if he saw Hawaii next? How would he feel? Would his smiles be content? Then cry. Cry for the gods, cry for the people, cry for the land that was taken away. And then yet you'll find Hawaii. Uama Peho ilako eke Iloko kolako Uaho oli pahalako Bueno na Bueno kalahui Bueno kaina kokakuna Aloha aina ho ie